Welcome back to Goal Line Real Estate. I'm Elias, and today we're tackling a theme that's quietly shaking the housing market. The share of first-time homebuyers has dropped to historically low levels. According to the latest report from the National Association of Realtors, or NAR, first-time homebuyers now make up only about 20% of the home purchases between July of 2024 and June of 2025. That's roughly half the rate from just before the Great Recession. So today, Beth and I will unpack why this is happening, who it impacts most, especially here in DFW, and what it means moving forward.
So we can't emphasize enough how big of a deal this is. When first-time buyers pull back, it doesn't just affect that single transaction. It ripples across inventory, affordability, investment strategy, and long-term home ownership trends. NAR also found that the typical first-time buyer is now 40 years old.
It's insane.
Up from averages in the early 30s in the past decades. That means many younger buyers are paused, delayed, or priced out entirely. Let's start with why.
So one major driver is affordability. Home prices plus elevated mortgages have squeezed the starter segment harder than almost any other segment. In many markets, you're looking at qualification requirements that just weren't present even a few years ago. Then there's inventory. NAR calls the market starved of affordable homes for first-timers. So combine that with competition from repeat buyers and many flush with equity, and first-timers aren't just outpriced, they're outmaneuvered.
Yes. So another factor for that is the demographic and financial backdrop for younger buyers has shifted. Many are saddled with higher student loan debt, delayed wages, tighter rental budgets, and fewer family resources for down payments. Business Insider reports that access to help from relatives is becoming more critical, but that help isn't universal. So even when the desire is there, the foundation is shaky.
Let's zoom into who is being impacted the most. Because there are fewer first-time buyers, that means there are fewer new buyers building home equity early. According to NAR, that delay can cost a would-be homeowner roughly $150,000 in missed equity on a typical starter home if they would buy a decade later. For markets like ours, where growth is strong, that gap only grows bigger, and it changes strategy for both buyers and investors.
Yeah, it makes it rough. From an investor or an advisor standpoint, this trend matters. If fewer first-timers are purchasing, then the starter home market gets squeezed and turnover slows. That means less churn, fewer move-ups, fewer entry homes freed up, which tightens supply at the bottom end. Here's what this will lead to: more renters and less homeowners. The wealthy real estate investors snag up all the entry-level homes, and more people give up on the idea of buying a home. We aren't here to comment on the positives and negatives of a trend like this, but this is certainly what the data suggests.
Yeah, and so now what does this mean for you, especially if you are selling, investing, or thinking of buying yourself? If you are a first-time buyer, you'll need to be more aggressive in saving, flexible in location and condition, and possibly consider co-ownership or alternative financing. If you're an investor, the buyer pool is shifting. Fewer brand new homeowners entering means rental demand remains stronger. Entry-level homes may hold value better, and you might see less price erosion than anticipated.
And if you're relocating, say to the DFW area, or advising someone who is, you'll want to factor this national trend into your local playbook. For example, target neighborhoods that still offer realistic entry points. Look at pre-built inventory, consider properties that appeal to multi-generational buyers or co-buyers, and assess local affordability relative to national headwinds. We aren't just saying this because we are realtors ourselves, okay? Find a local realtor to help you with these decisions. Zillow and Redfin don't even have access to the same information that a local agent in Texas does. You need a local agent with boots on the ground experience to help you find the perfect city and home for your budget and lifestyle needs.
That's right. And finally, the big question, is this trend reversible? Well, yes, but not overnight. Mortgage rates would need to fall, starter home supply must increase, and young buyers need stronger income and savings. Policies around zoning, permits, and building affordability also play a huge role. NAR emphasizes these structural fixes. Until then, we are in a phase of constrained access for first-timers, and that means strategy matters more than ever.
We know this is a heavy topic, but for anyone involved in real estate, understanding the shrinking first-time buyer pool is critical. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell so that you never miss our weekly updates on DFW's market. We'll be back next week with a deeper dive into local neighborhoods, new construction playbooks, and what the changing buyer profile means for 2026. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.